David, Peabody'sParadise.com, and it is Friday. It is a great Friday. Um, if you can't tell by the super gay little drink here with a lime in it, see what time it is this Friday. This Friday we're going to do something a little different. We are going to do a contest rather than a giveaway. Yes, I'm going to make you guys work for this one. But first, we're going to look a little bit at what we got going on in the room, in the fish room, and see what kind of new plants we got going on here so you guys can kind of see what's up. But first, I'll come over here. I just wanted to show you guys this. This is Pogostemon stellata broadleaf, and this initially came as an immersed form, which is this green, but as you come up here and look towards the light, it takes on this really deep purple look to it. Look at that. I mean, that is just an awesome color. Look at that. And I mean, they grow right out of the top of the tank because of the immersed form, so I got a lot of them just kind of popping up where they want to. But yeah, they definitely take on a really nice purple look to them, so those are awesome. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, awesome. And we got in some new Ludwigia ovalis, so oval Ludwigia. There's some narrow leaf in there. More willow hygro over here. Willow hygro. And let's see, what else do we got in here? Let's move over here. And there's more baby tears as usual. Dwarf baby tears. We got tons of that. Always. Some hair grass. And this is new. This is glosso stigma in pots. This is potted glosso. It's kind of laying down right now because it was in shipping, but in the next few days it will perk up and it will be standing straight up. I really like this method. I may only keep it in pots from now on because this gives you a ton of root structure to work with rather than working with like a ball of glosso. This makes it a lot easier. So, and then over here we have our dwarf pennywort, and we've got this in pots also, which is cool. I mean, these things are, you see how much you get for one pot. I mean, these just came in, and I mean, this is just a ton of, and as you can see, it's already climbing out of the pot. So this stuff grows really fast, and it only takes a pot or two to really cover a big area. So they're really cool. I like them a lot. And then back there is crypt parva. This is a crypt. It is a low light plant, but as you can see, it is tiny. These are full grown. I mean, that's as big as they get. I mean, that is just as minuscule. I mean, compared to your dwarf baby tears over here, look how little that is. So these are low light plants. You know, these don't need a whole lot of light. They are starting to yellow a little bit, and I think it may just because they were in shipping for a couple days, so they probably aren't too happy. But they'll bounce back just fine, and that's what our crypt parva pots look like. And those can make a foreground or a mid-ground in a low light tank just fine, and they'll be happy in low light. So that is a great alternative to people who want a carpet in low light, which is a little bit more complicated. And let's see, there's some microsort over here, Liliopsis brasiliensis. I'm sure I screwed that up, but that's what that is. And then back there is some Anubias hastifolia, which is cool, and those come in pots as well. So they've got a nice rhizome down there in each pot. And over there, see this right here is dwarf pennywort also, and this was just a little 3x5 cocoa mat that I have one on, and it looked like it wasn't doing too good submersed, and I think it was because it was I didn't have very much light on it. So I just brought it over here and put it in this up, and as you can see, it's kind of just spread all over the place, and this has only been there for a few days. So that shows you just how fast this stuff grows. I mean, I'm going to have to cut it back soon because it's just going everywhere. If anybody wants to help me with an ID, I've got this plant over here that I found one little tiny piece of. It just had a couple little leaves on it, and I'm not sure where it came from because it was in a native tank that we put all of our native caught fish in. But this thing has exploded from that one little thing in this, and look at it now. It was just floating right on top of the water, and I have no idea what it is. I mean, it kind of maybe Rotala indica, like true Rotala indica, possibly. I have not tried to submerge it yet to see what it's going to do. I've just left it alone just to see how, if it was going to grow. And I mean, this went from one little tiny little stalk to this. I mean, it's huge. And so if anybody's got a positive idea on that, it's green, but then it turns very red under intense light. So that's that. And then one of our stars of this shipment this week is this right here. This is a crypt. These are crypts, and they're pots. But you probably have not seen this kind of crypt before. This is a really uncommon strain of crypt called, it's a Florida Sunset. It's a crypt wendtii, or wendtii, however you want to say it, Florida Sunset strain. It was developed only a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I believe by Florida Aquatic. And I think that they're the ones that did this one. But as you can see, it's got very nice pink and a little bit orange coloration to it. And this is in the immersed form. I have read that, you know, when the submerged, it's a little bit more difficult to get this color out of it. I don't know about that for sure yet. I have not tried it. But I would assume that, you know, just like above water, you're going to need a really intense light to bring out these reds and these really light colors. So, I mean, put it under a metal halide, or put it up close to the surface, or put a really high output T5 on it and see what it does. But yeah, these are awesome, and they're limited quantities. I think we've got them up for like $10 or so. We've already been selling a few of them, so we may not have many of these left by the time you guys see this. But I can always get more, and I believe they're on the list, so I can probably get more. But yeah, awesome looking crypt, and I mean, just imagine that thing covering half of your tank. Just awesome. So yeah, that's it, and that's just what's going on